Hi, I'm Karen. I'm going to show you the fastest way I found so far to make these beautiful ruffle yarn scarves. You find lots of ways on the internet, and this is the fastest way I found by far. If you're a knitter, you've probably seen the knitting method, and I'm not a knitter, so I did very poorly at it and it seemed to take me a long time. Maggie has a wonderful website out there, and it shows you how to do it with a crochet hook. And that was much faster than knitting for me, but I dropped a lot of loops with this method. I just wasn't good at getting that last yarn to stay on that hook as I pulled it through, and I lost that a lot. And this handle's not great for hand fatigue. I got a lot of that, but it was the best at that point. If you don't know this yarn, you can see that the manufacturer has done all this wonderful work for you, and now it's just your job to get it ruffled onto itself, actually. And I'm going to show you my way. This tool is by far the fastest and easiest method for me. And if you're a crafter, you've seen one of these before. It's a rug hooker. Looks a lot like the crochet hook with the little hook, but it locks that last stitch for you and makes it a lot easier for me. The handle is much easier to deal with, and you get less hand fatigue. Now I'll show you how I start my scarf. You have this little ragged end, and you really want to hide that, and it's pretty easy to do, to tuck up in that scarf. So I just take the last kind of big hole there and I loop it over another hole like that, and then don't really care how, but I'm trying to get some of this from the bottom up and out of the way, so I just kind of loop it through, and then here's my first real hole at the top. So it looks a little ragged, but that's going to disappear. Now I'm going to do an 8 loop scarf, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to let that last string stay right there underneath that hook, and you'll get a technique after a while where you just pull on it and that little lever will lock that last hole. And I hold the scarf down, I pull through, and it's holding the last one on there. And it's very quick, and you'll find you'll get to do it very fast. Now another technique I've come up with, I like, is you have to get this yarn as flat as possible or start to drive you crazy a little bit. So what I do is I push it on the top, I pull it on the bottom with my thumb, and I keep doing this back and forth for a while. Kind of stretches on the yarn, and I do that for kind of till I'm tired of it, and that'll get some of the yarn ready for you, and it helps it, kind of holds it down, stretches it a little bit there. Okay, so now we go back. We're going to continue the process. So we're going to go to the next 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So lock it, pull it quickly, and it's on there. If you've done the other methods, you'll find that this is so fast and secure, and you can just whip it through there. Now you continue this till you've got the scarf the length you want, and then you cut off the end. Now just kind of show you how I do that end. Typically, and I'm not going to cut this because I might use it, I would probably cut right here and then I'd hold it, and then I would just loop this through this hole, and that'll secure it, and then tie a knot in it, and that'll make sure it's hidden up in the scarf and it's secure. But then you'll have a long scarf of all this pretty ruffle. And like I said, if you want it denser curls, do 11. If you want it looser, you can do less, and you could go into every other hole if you wanted to. So I suggest you try them all, and if you don't like it, just pull it out and do it differently. Good luck.